Hi, welcome to this week's Auspicious Agile video blog. This is John Okoro. This week we're going to be taking a look at the topic of Agile Finance. We've had some parts of this covered, but we're going to cover it a lot more broadly today. And we'll also refer back to some of the other videos associated that we've done in previous Auspicious Agile blogs. We're going to look at Agile Finance and beyond budgeting. So let's get started first by looking at Agile Mindset in finance. Of course, just like an Agile Mindset in technology or product development, this also applies in finance. And this looks at having more steering in our budgeting cycle, maybe more frequent budgeting, quarterly or more frequent, and constantly steering and adjusting these budgets as makes sense. You'll see an image we have coming up here from ScaleAgileFramework.com, kind of an image of budgeting basically where we're having our features or the functional things that we are building, and we are allocating the budget for those on a quarterly basis. Scaled Agile calls those program increments or PIs, but each quarter you can see we're putting a certain amount of money in for functional and non-functional features into our steering. So we're kind of steering our budgets, and our mindset needs to be able to adjust as we go. Now, let's take a look at budgeting and cost management. So in budgeting and cost management, there's a method actually called beyond budgeting. And it was really defined specifically for finance, not for technology. And we'll take a little bit of history first. So actually, Beyond Budgeting started somewhere around the same time as the Agile Manifesto, maybe a little bit earlier. It was started by a gentleman named Bart Bugsney's. Hopefully I'm not sounding his name. And basically him and a group of others came up with these approaches to use Agile in finance and accounting, leadership principles, and management processes. So it is made up of 12 principles. 6 of them are oriented towards leadership. 6 of them are oriented towards management. And we'll go briefly through some of these to give an idea. So some of the leadership principles that we're going to see in Beyond Budgeting include purpose, values, transparency, organization, autonomy, and customers. So, for instance, purpose, engaging and inspiring people around bold, noble causes, not around short-term financial targets. Transparency is to make information open for self-regulation, innovation, learning, and control, and not restricting it. And customers, connecting everyone's work with customer needs, avoiding conflicts of interest. On the management side, we have rhythm and targets, plans and forecasts, resource allocation, performance evaluation, and rewards. So for instance, in rhythm, organizing management processes dynamically around business rhythms and events, not around calendar year only. Targets, set directional, ambitious, and relative goals and avoid fixed and cascading targets. Plans and forecasts, making the planning and forecasting lean and unbiased processes, not rigid political exercises. And rewards shared success against competition, not against fixed performance contracts. Now, you can take a look at Beyond Budgeting online if you want to look at all of these. One of the key things is trusting your people and dynamic budgets so that you are able to do dynamic budgeting, keep on steering, and trust your people, not just try to control them. And again, these ideas came out separately from the Agile Manifesto in technology, but very similar and aligned ideas in finance. Now, let's look at the business ecosystem of finance. So if we look at the business ecosystem, this came up in a previous Auspicious Agile video blog. These are different types of contracts that we can have. We have fixed term, fixed price. These are not a good option for an Agile type of contract. Or Agile financing contract, time and materials is also not very good because it basically puts the vendor and the customer at cross purposes. Incremental and iterative types of contracts, things like money for nothing and change for free are a very good way to go here. The diagram, of course, comes from ScaleAgileFramework.com. And we can see for contracts and also legal considerations, we want to make sure that our contracts actually align with what we need from a legal perspective. So as we're laying these out, they do align with these Agile principles and structures, and we want to make sure that we are dealing with that in the legal side as well. Now, from an accounting Capex and OPEX, we did also look at this in a previous Auspicious Agile video blog. I'll provide links to these so that you are able to take a look at these videos if you're interested, or to their playlists. But Capex and OPEX, kind of in brief, we look at from an Agile perspective that what effectively we're doing here is we are capitalizing from an accounting perspective the features, the product development of features, and we are using OPEX as far as some of the requirements or story, and also the maintenance and non-functional types of things, or enablers are called in Scaled Agile. So that's the basic idea. Check out the other video if you want to get some more details around how Capex and OPEX work in an Agile context. I think it's a very important concept also for us to look at and to be aware of for our conversations with business people in the finance and accounting function. Now, thanks very much to VectEasy.com and ClipArtHut for some of the graphics we've used in this week's video blog. And if you enjoy the videos, please subscribe, like, and share. That helps to support the channel and also helps us with YouTube's algorithms so that they promote favorably our videos. You can also support us on Patreon, Amazon, and with cryptocurrencies. Those links are down below in the comments. Please check those out. So until next time, stay agile, and thank you so much for listening.